Hey, what you doing? How you jumping here so fast? You must have got a notification or something. Oh my God. What you got going tonight? What you doing? I know you doing something. You always out and about. Hey, Alexis. Happy Friday, Kayla. Oh, you're in the bed? What? You usually have something going on. I'm literally just about to do my makeup because I made these earrings, get these from LaVitaRosaStyle.com. And I need to take pictures with them, but I just have not been. I've taken pictures and I didn't like the way they come out. So I'm going to try to redo it, see how I like that. Sometimes I could be like a perfectionist with that kind of stuff. You doing TikToks? I was going to do TikToks. I think I might, like, since I'm doing my makeup, I might just record it. But hey, Janelle. Hey, Lombardi. Okay, do you advertise on TikTok? I need to. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just have something in my head that I want to do when it comes to like putting my products on TikTok. What's the word? Like, I just want it to look good. I want it to look perfect. And I think people don't understand like how hard it is to uh photograph and like take pictures of your products and make them look good, particular. And I feel like sometimes the pictures and stuff that I take, they don't do it justice. So I might have to like break down and get somebody else to like take professional pictures of my stuff. But I've been trying to look up YouTube videos and things like that, maybe learn how to edit a little bit differently so that I can capture what it is how I want to put it out there. And really it might just be as simple as, Pinky, just do videos of you in the earrings and just string them together and put some music behind it. But I don't know. It just hey cutie or California cutie. Hey pretty score. Yeah, I get that because it's the same with food. You got to take a picture of a dish and it looks like slop. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. It's like I'm like the pictures I'm taking just do not do it justice. And I feel like my pictures never have, but the way that I market my jewelry for the most part is I just wear them in my videos. That's how I did in the past. But I'm like I want to put a little bit more effort into promoting and I'm trying to look, like I said, I'm trying to look up YouTube videos. I'm trying to look up different styles of editing. And in fact, you can go on Fiverr and get people to edit and stuff like that. So I might even do that. I forgot about that. But what y'all got going on this Friday night? And if y'all see a gnat flying around, it's crazy. I won't see a gnat all day long. But as soon as I turn on my lights, my studio lights, it just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, I thought we got rid of all the gnats. And then here come a gnat to embarrass me. I be on Reddit. You can learn a lot on there. Oh, I might go on Reddit too. I've been on Reddit a lot, but not for those reasons. Oh, this foundation is getting too light. I've been outside too much. Let me ask y'all this. So there's like a debate, kind of like a debate going on TikTok. It's been going on for a while, but it's like, what order do you do your hair, makeup, and put on your outfit? And I really was trying to think about like what order do I do it? Because a lot of times, like when I'm just regularly hanging out or going, to hang out with friends or whatever, I don't wear makeup a lot of times. But when I do, I normally do my makeup first, and then I do my hair, and then I do my outfit. But I saw a lot of people say that they do their hair first, and then they do their makeup and then their outfit. And then, some people do their outfit first. I'm like, I don't even know how you do that. What are you like, wearing a robe whenever you're doing your makeup? Because, anything could get on it. I'm good for dropping some on my clothes. The only reason why I have what I'm going to wear, like my outfit now, is because I'm on camera. But in real life, that's last. So Caitlin says she does makeup, hair, and outfit. I feel like that's the correct order. I really do. I've worn makeup 3 times in my life. Prom, graduation, senior portrait. So okay. So you really, so do you do your hair or your outfit first, I guess? But yeah, I feel like that's the correct order, because if I did my hair right now and I did my baby hair, whenever I do my makeup, it's gonna mess up the baby hair. Like, I feel like you just have to I feel like makeup is like the perfect thing to just go ahead and get out of the way. And that's the thing that normally takes the longest. Like, at least for me. Like, also, let me know, tell me how long it takes y'all to get ready. Let's say you already have picked out your outfit, right? How long does it take you to get ready? Now, for me, I like to have at least an hour and a half, because you just never know what's going to happen with your makeup. My makeup takes me a while sometimes. And with my hair, most likely I knew where I was going. My hair is pretty much gonna be what it is, something like this. If I have a twist out or something, like, my hair is pretty much gonna be done. It's not gonna take much for me to do my hair. And if my outfit is already picked, then yeah, about an hour and a half, I think. 45 minutes, okay, girl. I feel like it, like, how men complain about how long you take to get dressed. Just tell me in time. Like, if we need to be there, if we need to leave the house at 8, don't tell me at 7 or 7:30 that we're going somewhere. Don't just spring it on me like that, because I need an hour and a half. So tell me at least an hour and a half ahead. Okay, 2 hours, 30 minutes if I'm showering before going out. Oh, girl, you get ready quick. Exactly, for sure, an hour and a half. I just need at least an hour. And even if I'm not doing my makeup, even if I'm not like doing all the extra stuff, sometimes I want to lollygag. Like, sometimes I need to, well, I could wear this. Well, how do these shoes look? I think these shoes look better. Half the time I'm like, I don't even have anything to wear. And I'm at this like awkward stage where, well, I'm not at an awkward stage. I'm just big right now. I know y'all, oh, you're not big, you're not big. To me, I'm big. In comparison to what I used to be, I am big. This is the most I've ever weighed in my life. So it's already hard. I kind of have to figure out how to dress myself again, if that makes sense. And then it'll probably change in time if I get an office job. If I get an office job, I want full office siren. Oh, did y'all see Did y'all see that girl who went to a job interview in shorts, and it was like really viral? And she didn't understand why the recruiter told her that she needed to change, or asked her did she want to go change. And everybody was just like, people just don't understand like dress code these days, and Gen Z and all that. And then it came out that she knew better. That's what I was thinking. I was like, they're not even. I feel like if you are gonna wear shorts, which you shouldn't, like that's completely unprofessional, they need to be knee length. At least they need to be like, you have to dress like an older lady going to a job interview. You just do. It is what it is. You got to be professional. Like that's how it's like people want to rewrite, like especially younger people, they want to rewrite or shame people for I don't want to say for doing what is right, but that's how it's always been. This thing blurry. It looks a little better. Just common sense. She looked like she was going to Bush. Ridiculous, and her age is not an excuse. Yeah, I agree. It's you know better than that. You know better. Well, I don't know. Kids be wearing bonnets and pajamas to school. And when I was in high school, that was against the rules. Is that not against the rules anymore? Because when I was in high school, it was against the dress code. We could not wear pajama pants. We could not wear bonnets. You know what I'm saying? We really couldn't wear hats. Things had to be a certain length. Are they not teaching professional development anymore? I guess not. Or some of these people just feel entitled to do whatever and feel like people should just accept them as is. And that's just not how the world works. Kids, I think that girl wants to see what she could get away with. Parents just don't parent. Well, I was just talking about this to somebody the other day. When I was in high school, there were people that were pregnant. Like a lot of people. When I was in high school, it was very common for girls to be pregnant. And when you think about it, those are the kids that are now in high school. And now, it's crazy to even think about, but those kids are now grown. It's like they were raised by a child pretty much. And then the grandma ain't much older. So if they weren't taught well, I guess they wouldn't know better in some instances. I graduated in 2014, and yes, we couldn't wear that stuff. I'm all for challenging some of these outdated norms, but come on. If you want a job, like, do you really want it? Do you want a job, or do you want to be right? Because you got to choose one. You could be unemployed and right in your mind. Yeah, but if a school in 2024 said no bonnets, they would get called anti-Black. Let me not, because then they're gonna call me Monique. I'm gonna be quiet and gonna say it. And maybe a part of it is I was raised by my grandmother, and so some of my ways can be very old school. Some of my ways can be very old school, but like when you look at like the sexy reds of the world, it's like y'all encourage that behavior. Y'all say leave her alone. Y'all Janae Aiko, she has the same type of music, but y'all like it when she does it. And a lot of things that I feel like are false equivalencies, which that's up for debate, I guess. But then she comes out and she has these lip glosses named after STDs and other bodily fluids. And then all of a sudden, that's too much. It's been too much. You're just not like, you encourage, don't y'all realize y'all encouraged it to this point, and now all of a sudden you want to have a moral high ground? Like, it's been too much. But then y'all want to, yeah, oh no, I can't support that. I don't know about all that. I had your back up until here. Because the thing about her, you can, we all, well, I don't know, I'm gonna say we all, but we know people from the hood. We know people that, others will call ghetto. And they just because you're from the hood, that doesn't mean you're dirty. And I feel like that's kind of what she's promoting, like this unhygienic just being unhygienic and wallowing in it. Like, I just saw a video of her and her boyfriend had his foot on her face. I'm like, child, but don't let me go on a rant. Like I said, I might get canceled. Because the teen pregnancy epidemic wasn't that long ago, and the parents now are probably in their mid-30s, and they're still trying to live in their youth. I agree. I feel like a lot of those parents are still trying to be their kids' friend instead of raising them, or relive their youth through their kids in one way or another. Call me Mo because it's absolutely low class, very much so false equivalency. I said the same thing. Let's keep it going, y'all. Create a monster. I don't know if I can let that comment through, but okay. I didn't see it. I didn't see what happened. But yeah, guys, I don't know. And it's not even me trying to be pretentious. It's not even me trying to be condescending about any of it. It's just, you want better for people. You don't want them walking around. Y'all, this whole time I thought I was filming. I thought I was filming myself doing my makeup, and I did not hit the play button. It's okay. But yeah, you just want to see better. That's all. And then it's like you can't even give advice anymore because, you'll be anti-Black or all these other things that people will be quick to label you. That I think, it's unfair. Especially when some people want the advice. Like, I remember a while ago there were like femininity channels, and look, there was a big like debate on, should women have to be taught how to be feminine? Maybe you don't want to be taught, but there's some women that maybe they didn't get these lessons from their mother. Maybe they didn't have a mother. Maybe they were raised by their father, or maybe they, they just didn't know some of these things. And they want to learn, and then they have like so many people online speaking down on it, speaking against it, when there are people in the comments saying, hey, this really helped me. Hey, this really, I didn't even realize I was doing this, and it was keeping me from keeping a job. It was keeping me from keeping a man. It was keeping, whatever. And I feel like people just automatically look at the worst parts and want to, like blanket statement, just call it something like, it's anti-woman, or it's anti-Black, or it's anti-this. And it's like, just because you don't like it don't mean, and I'm not saying that you can't have your criticisms of it, but just to completely denounce something that might have a positive effect on someone else's life, I don't know. Because I know, like, for me, whenever somebody gives me some type of advice on like marriage advice or like relationship advice, and they've been in a long-term relationship, long-term, seemingly healthy relationship, because some people they'll give advice. I'm just like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? But seemingly they seem healthy or whatever, they've been together for a long time. You know, I want to hear that advice because I didn't grow up in a household with married people in it, you know? So, you know, automatically I don't know how some of this stuff works. But then and I understand how people can go down the wrong road with that. There's some people you should not be listening to about relationships online, okay? Derek Jackson is a good example. A very good example. But, you know, sometimes people do need advice. You just got to be aware of who you get it from. Now, don't go listening to these Kevin Samuel knockoffs, okay? And allow them to berate you in the comments and everything. That's not what I'm talking about. Not Derek Jackson. I forgot that man existed. Child. It's always a new one popping up every now and then, like every few years. Before him, I don't know if y'all remember. I might be showing my age, but I don't know if y'all remember. Like, what was his name? Rob Hill Sr. And I remember he was the one always doing quotes and doing relationship talk and stuff like that. And then he got married to LaToya Luckett, and their marriage only lasts like, I don't even think it lasted a full year. And after that, like, I guess when nobody taking his advice seriously. But yeah. Then next thing you know, Derek Jackson popped up. I still can't believe women was as popular as he. I promise you, I don't get that either. Because I never sit there and just listen to any of these men just go off about relationships, whether they're in favor of women or not, because a lot of times it just feels like pandering. And but I will say, I think that he was probably really popular with like the Facebook crowd. I feel like that is who was more so supporting him. Um, Even though he would get views and stuff on, Instagram and everything. But I think a lot of his, like, the Facebook shade room comment crowd, I think that's who he was popular with. Um, Definitely have to vet people before letting them speak into your life. Where has this good advice got? That's what I'm saying. And a lot of times it's just people that are bitter. Like something happened to them in a relationship and now they want to spread their bitterness all around on the internet. And then be careful of the people that never tell you what their faults were. When they just get online and just they're constantly pointing the finger, but they're not really saying like, but if I did this, this is where I went wrong, you know. Those I feel like those tend to be on the right track. And I'm not talking about like Derek Jackson. Oh yeah, I used to be a dog, and this is how men manipulate you. But I just mean like genuinely break down, where they went wrong. Because I do feel like even when people, have like failed marriages or failed relationships, I do feel like they can offer good advice as well. But you just gotta see where it's coming from. Ooh. Latoya gives me those vibes that she would be with a dare. Yeah, I'm sorry. Cause I don't know. Did y'all watch her on The Family Hustle before that show ended? I used to be like, ouch. I'm like, why is she with this man and he talks to her crazy like that? I could never understand how people put their relationship on TV and y'all know y'all toxic. Y'all really need to check. Cause ain't no way I would have put that on TV. Like the way he talked to her was crazy. He would dip off on her and just go to Texas out of nowhere, leaving her with the child by herself, and she'd just be sitting there crying about it. I'm just like, girl, leave this man. Obviously, something was going on. I'm sorry, a lot of those men give fatherless tea because a father would not allow you to make a fool of yourself like that on guys. True. That's true. The male-centered women, he was popular with the older crowd. The pygmies. I didn't want to say it. I'm tired of women giving these men a platform. How many men need to give you the same common sense advice you already? And it's probably the same advice your friend be telling you, but you don't want to hear what your friend have to say. But as soon as a man says it, all of a sudden, oh yeah, that makes sense. These are the same women that'll tell you not to leave your husband when he cheat. You know what I'm saying? And look, that's your decision. If you want to leave your husband because he cheated, that's your decision. But to constantly encourage women to stay with cheating men I'm just like, why are y'all encouraging that? Oh, excuse me. Oh, not what are your faults? Let me pop on. Did y'all see the new dating segment? I did. I was going to react to it, but I don't know. I didn't feel like it. Did you say sounds like Drew, Sadora, and Ralph? I feel like Drew purposely came on TV so she would have proof, like physical proof, or maybe he would get caught up. I feel like she didn't want to be with Ralph from the beginning of coming on this show. I feel like she came on this show to leave him. That's what a lot of those housewives do. They come on the show so they can make enough money so they can leave their husband and be all right. But I truly do feel like, you knew you was being done dirty and you brought him on this show to embarrass him and so you could leave him. They're dating behind a curtain. You can't see the person until the person eliminates them. That's just like what is it? Is it Matchmaker? It's that old school game. Romance or dating game show or whatever. I forgot the name, but it sounds like an old school, like a new school version of that. It was kind of boring to me. They need to stick to Pop the Balloon. I'm not mad at her for trying to branch out. I just need for her not to bring on like that fake newscaster guy. I don't need her to do that again because the show is already, you know what I'm saying, bordering. What's the word I'm looking for? It's already boring. Then turn around and ignore the advice. Still, the delusion is extreme nowadays. Being a Gen Z is so hard. We were raised with old school values, but now we are part of this new age mindset. Yeah, I do feel for the part of Gen Z that, that doesn't think that way. or wasn't raised that way, because I know y'all get ridiculed by your own peers. Pinky still talking. I'm to Alexis. You don't understand how bad that made me. Man, I truly feel like that was like insulting my intelligence. Like, yeah, we're this is kind of this is like vibrational content. Um, so I'm not trying to expect too much, but at least bring in real people. That's where I draw the line. Zillennial, late Gen Z, millennial. It's funny. It's cute. You know what I'm tired of? I'm tired of millennials. I'm gonna get on millennials. I'm tired of millennials getting on TikTok saying they look younger than what they do, and then they don't. I'm so tired of that. And then they get ate up in the comments and get mad and want to make all these responsive videos. And maybe they're like engagement farming. They very well could be doing that. But I'm just like, why would you set yourself up for failure like that? And they'll be so confident. Like, they'll be like, I only look 22. I'm like, you don't? But that's fine. Like, it's okay that you don't look 22 and you're 32. It is perfectly fine to look your age. I promise. Like, it's just so embarrassing when they get on there and do that. I'm like, and then you making us look bad. I don't know. Let other people say that. It's the same way I feel about when people get online and just, oh, I'm so pretty. I'm so pretty. And there's nothing wrong with being confident in your looks and thinking you look pretty. I don't see anything wrong with that. But I don't know. When you constantly do it, it screams insecurity. Let other people tell you. Yes, like you look 22. That's fine. I think that's tacky at any age, but people embarrass themselves on purpose for class. That's a new genre. That's a new genre. People really do embarrass themselves for clout. And I do think like half the time it is on purpose. I really do. But some people really do be delusional. What kills me is the Gen Z being 42 swearing that. Look, I've talked about this on my channel. I have a whole video talking about, Gen Z looking older. I think a lot of it has to do with them um doing the full faces of makeup and doing the wigs. Like, that will age you. That will make you look older. Some people look like babies with wigs on, but some people, it just makes you look much older than what you are. I'm excited to get old. I'm 26 and found my first gray hair. I'm getting old. I mean, I'm trying to embrace whatever age I am. Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I was turning 30, I was miserable, but I was already miserable. Like, I was just miserable as a person. But when I was turning 30, like, I'm like, I think it was more so I just felt like I wasn't at the place that I wanted to be. And then on top of that, it's just like, society will tell you 30 is old, and, you know, 30, your biological clock, you feel like your biological clock is ticking, like, oh, am I ever going to get married? Am I ever going to have kids? All that. And then I just had to let all that stuff go, which is not easy. That's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. Like, you know, to let things go, and especially when you have struggled with like insecurities your whole life. But at some point you just realize this is my life. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't compare it to anyone else. We don't know. You might switch places with somebody else and be even more miserable with your life because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They may be financially successful, but emotionally miserable, emotionally going through it. Okay, they on the outside, because people, especially social media, you really can't go by social media. People really do put their greatest hits on social media, and you'll be comparing yourself to that, and then turn around and find out their life is in shambles. So, and I'm not saying that people that portray a beautiful life can't live a beautiful life. I'm just saying you don't know that. So to compare yourself to that and you don't even have the full story is silly. But social media will make you feel that way. Not babies with wigs on. That's what these high schoolers look like to me. They look either I'm fooled and they look like grown women, or a lot of them just they look like babies with wigs on. I see it all the time with TikTok, and I'm just like, just wear your natural hair. I think you'll look so much cuter or natural with that. Or get you a what do you call it? Some tracks. I don't know why that slipped my mind, but get you some clip-ins or something like that, and just add it to your real hair if you want straight hair, a straight hairstyle. Because the wigs, I don't know, that just does something different. It just ages you. These 20-year-olds look so mature now. Janae is gorgeous, but she definitely doesn't look like she's in her 20s. Well, she's in her late 20s, to be fair. Now Leah does look much older. Okay, now Janae, if you told me she was late 20s, close to 30, that's what I would guess. Leah, I don't know. Sometimes I catch her from certain angles. I'm like, she don't look like she's that old. She looks much older than that. But then again, she also has had surgery and stuff like that. That can also age you. I mean, look at Kylie Kardashian. Not Kylie Kardashian. Look at Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner has been looking like a 40-year-old housewife for a few years now. Kendall as well. I'm shocked we are close in age. He does look a bit. I feel like the way he dresses kind of makes him look older, and his haircut. Speaking of babies with wigs, did y'all hear about Sky Jackson? What's going on with that? Because I've been seeing her trending or whatever, but I haven't actually sat down and looked, because that's kind of out of my wheelhouse a little bit. She's young. I'm just like, whatever she's doing, she'll be all right. Alexis, I know her mom is somewhere devastated. What happened to her? So other people being miserable makes you feel better. No, what I'm saying is you might be online and you might be looking at somebody else's life and wishing that you had their life. But you just never, like, you don't know what comes with that life. And I'm not saying because you think they're miserable that makes you feel better. No, it's just, don't judge people based off their cover. I'm not saying like, And like I said before, I'm not saying that those people very well could be just as happy as they're portraying, but you don't know that. So don't compare your life to theirs. Lace fronts with dramatic baby hairs in middle school. That's why I'm like, they're in middle school. Like, they are little children. Like, when I was in middle school, I really did look like a baby. I do feel bad though for these kids because they really do have to. They have a different standard than uh what we had growing up. They have social media. It's just so much that they have to deal with. Natural hair is hard because natural hair just gives babyish to me. Because in the black community, when girls get older, they get perms and hot presses. So I never saw older women with natural hair, but I try. I mean, it depends. It depends on the styling and, maybe the cut. Now, I will say I do feel like a lot of times I look younger with natural hair. Um, and so maybe they don't want to look like babies, but I don't know. Like, there are different styles that they can do outside of a full lace front wig. I remember when I was around that age, when I got long braids, I I got the same feeling of, a fresh weave. You know what I'm saying? I used to love getting braids and being able to swing my hair. I need style recommendations for natural women that don't involve heat. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be like the style queen. If y'all have been on my channel for a while, y'all know I used to make all types of natural hair videos and used to always do like the style inspiration videos. And now it's crazy. I need them myself. I don't even know. But like I told you, I'm about to lock my hair up. So I was just thinking about it earlier today. I'm like, what am I waiting on? My hair is a decent length at this point. I should just go ahead and get them started at this point. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of tired of my own hair at this point. Am I old at 25? I still live with my parents. No, you're not old, and that there's nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to that. So some people wish they were able to stay with their parents that long. I feel like that's a blessing. And while you're there, while you're at home, as long as you're like saving your money so that you can have a leg up when you finally do leave the house, I feel like that's actually smart, and that's what people in other countries do, and they don't get shamed for it. So I think I think uh, you're doing just fine. Like, as long as you're not, take advantage of it while you're there. But I feel like a lot of people hate on that because maybe they weren't able to do it. But no, I still can't believe you taking out your box braids that got me that many views. What were you thinking? I was very shocked. Like, that's the highest views I've ever received on any YouTube video ever, was me taking down my box braids. And I just so happened to do it at the right time. It was kind of like a trend during that time to take down your box braid. I didn't realize it. I was just doing it because, just to do it. But apparently it was like a trend at the time. Somebody else had went viral first. And then so everybody taking down their box braids subsequently would get recommended up under that video. And so it just so happened your girl got 1 million views. I got a nice YouTube check too. Like, I made what I would make, almost what I would make in like maybe 6 months. I made in 1 month at the time. You just brighten my mood with that. It's just crazy because these days, like, natural hair videos don't do as well on YouTube, but they'll do all right on other platforms like short form videos. But I've always loved natural looks growing up, but I was relaxed. I went natural in my late 20s and was for 9 years, and I was finally able to wear all the cute styles I wanted to wear then. And now I'm not. Oh, I kind of had the same story. I had a perm like up until college, and that's when I went natural. I've been natural ever since. So it's time. I just want a new journey. I've done everything I could do when it comes to natural hair. So I'm locked, and it's the best decision because keeping up with my natural hair was getting exhausting. That's how I'm feeling. Like, I just want to focus that time that I spend on my hair elsewhere. And because I don't feel like spending time on my hair, a lot of times I neglect my hair. And I also don't want to keep neglecting my hair. It just keeps getting longer and longer out of nowhere, and I'm just getting tired of it. I'm getting frustrated. That's the whole reason why I cut my hair off in the first place, because I was getting frustrated with my hair. I feel like I'm about to do it again if I don't just go ahead and lock my hair up. And I don't know, like, a part of me is like I don't know if I want to do it, because I used to be the type of person that switched my hair up a lot, that changed my hair up a lot, but I just have to let go of that because that's like a past version of me. I'm not even like that anymore. So I want to start my own channel, but I'm scared. Start it. I always tell people, like, you never know unless you try. Like, I know some people that did a YouTube video, and within the first 5 videos, their channel blew up or their video blew up. Some people, it takes a while longer to build a following, but I think it's so rewarding, especially if you're consistent. If you stay consistent and you put effort into your content, over a period of time, you will build a following. It might not be as quick as you want. It might not be, you might not get as much engagement as you want, but if you engage the people that are there, that support you, you never know what could come from it. And I want to start my locks. So if you start your channel, I will watch your videos. Okay. So go ahead, girl, do it. And even if you decide that you don't want to do it anymore, you don't like it, you can always stop. But clearly you want to, so I will go for it. I'm trying to get tailbone length with my natural hair. I probably would have been there by now had I not shaved it all off a few years back. Me too. But at the same time, I don't want to take care of hair, tailbone length hair. You know, that's cute in theory, and I love that for you. I want that for you. You're going to get there, okay? Keep going. But for me, I know that maintenance. My natural hair journey was way more liberating than having locks. I was a fish out of water going natural. You definitely have to trust the process. I'm scared. I already struggle with the lack of support on other platforms. It's disheartening, especially when I'm putting in effort. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive. Trust me, I understand. Like, and honestly, like, you do kind of have to see the other side of it, because, you know, you might feel a lack of support now, but if you do build a following and you do start to get a lot of support, a lot of views, you know, trolls come with that. Like, I get negative comments for absolutely no reason, especially, like, I never understood it. Like, these days I kind of understand it more because I'm talking about, like, reality TV, I'm talking about, TV shows and things like that. I can understand where some negative comments can come in. Like people dislike what I have to say about someone, maybe their fave. But when I was doing natural hair content, I would get people calling me bees. I would get people, especially when I had dyed my hair blonde, they would berate me and say that you're not really natural because you dyed your hair blonde. Just nasty comments. They used to, back in the day, they used to call them natural hair Nazis, and they used to be so strict on natural hair rules. And if you don't do your natural hair by these set of rules, and if you are online telling people to do any different, then they're coming after you. And they would fill up my comments sometimes, and they would send me DMs, nasty DMs. And you try to block those people, but sometimes I would get featured on natural hair pages, or especially Instagram. They used to repost a lot, and I would get nasty comments on there. You can't control those. So as you get bigger, that's something else to keep in mind. Like, yeah, you want support, but then there's other things that come with that, and some people aren't prepared for that. I just had to learn to ignore it personally. Don't make me scream. I've been watching you for years. Super down to earth. We're like, oh, thank you. Stupid. So nasty and so rude. Exactly. They're gonna beat you up if you don't like the LC. Thank you. Like, and these days they'll beat you up if you use oil. I just found this out not too long ago. Apparently you're not supposed to use oil on your hair, but I've been using oil ever since I first went natural, and it works just fine for me. Now I understand, like, in the context of what they're saying, like oil by itself is not going to moisturize your scalp or whatever. I get that, but telling people straight up not to use oil, I'm gonna use what I want to use. I'm locked with waist length hair. Be careful what you wish for. That's why I locked up. It was a lot to handle for me, especially because I don't enjoy doing my. I'm telling you, because my hair alone, I feel like it's an all day wash day, which really all day is like what, 4 or 5 hours, but still, that's a huge chunk of time I could be spent doing anything else. Also, kudos to the OG YouTubers, because I heard and seen the trolling negativity over the years made me scared to start. I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. Like, you just wouldn't expect hate. And then don't let some racist white people get a hold to your video. You'll be over here minding your business, doing your hair, and they'll put all sort of racial slurs and calling you all types of jigaboos. I'm telling you. And you'll just be like, I'm literally minding my own business doing my hair. Where's all of this hate coming from? Ridiculous. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get quiet doing my eyeliner. Had to concentrate a little bit. That's a great point. I want the money, but I'm from South Memphis. I ain't. Yeah, and that's another reason why I don't like post my relationship. I don't really post too much of my personal life because, like, one, I feel like when people post their relationship, the audience just becomes very attached and feels like they have a right to, like, you owe them updates on your relationship, and I don't want to have to do that. And plus, I don't want everybody's opinion on my relationship. Like, mind your business. And but second of all, I just got done talking about how much hate you can get. I can take it for myself, but if you talk about the people I love, I'm gonna be mad. Like, I don't even want to put them in that line of fire to see that them for themselves, because that might hurt their feelings. But I also don't want to see it. Yeah, definitely don't post your relationship. People are weird. Yeah, I've seen it time and time again. And if I did, it definitely wouldn't be like no couples channel or nothing like that, because I feel like you're really trying to ruin your relationship if you do that. Personally, I just don't understand how you feel comfortable enough to go up under somebody's comments and write crazy things. Like, when I used to review not Love at First Sight, Married at First Sight. And people that were disliked on the show, people that I even talked about the behavior I disliked that they exhibited on the show. But I would never go up to their page and write a nasty comment. And even when I give a review, I don't stoop low to hit below the belt. Like, I see some reviewers just talking really crazy, and I'm like, at the end of the day, these are real people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want, if the person actually sees my video, you know, I'm responsible for the words that I say. People in real life can act funny when you are happy. True, true. And you just invite a lot of negativity. I was told, really, you're not supposed to discuss the ins and outs of your relationship with other people, maybe your close friends. And even then, you don't tell them everything. Now, if the person beating on you or something like that, that's different. People will dig up your personal business, family issue. That's why I don't even use my last name on my profiles. I don't even use my last name. I use my middle name, which I don't think it's necessarily hard to find my last name, but I'm not going to give people the access to find me that easily. And I used to I'm still kind of like this. I used to not even say, where I live, where I'm from, all that kind of stuff. You want to keep that stuff to yourself. Try not to fill myself, with too many landmarks if I'm out and about. Hello, JC. What's up? Whew, I'm getting hot. Y'all, sitting in front of these lights, it be so hot sometimes. I'm like, Let me turn this air on. Let me turn this fan on. But yeah, y'all, I'm almost done with my makeup at this point. Just have to put on my little finishing touches, my little lashes. What other shows are you watching since Love is Blind is over? Like in my personal time or what I'm going to review, because I'm trying to figure out what should I do next when it comes to my review. Right now, me and my boyfriend, we're watching Umbrella Academy, and we're on season 2. We're almost at the end of season 2 right now. That's kind of what I'm watching for my personal time. I don't know if I'm going to review it or not. And then I watched the challenge. I've kind of been going back and watching old seasons of the challenge. What else? I really love competition shows, y'all. I don't talk about it much on here, but like I'm obsessed with competition shows like Survivor, Big Brother. Oh, that's another one I'm watching right now. The challenge, all that. Not Umbrella Academy. Yeah, it's season 1 was good. And then I personally feel like the show should have been like a mini series, like just focus on the plot of season 1, because now you're trying to add these seasons and it's just not making sense. Like things are not adding up. The acting isn't the best. The graphics, the CGI isn't the best. I just finished the show yesterday. It was something. Season 2 was the best of Umbrella Academy. Good question. I got COVID. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, JC. And you're on vacay. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. But let's give JC some recommendations so she can at least be entertained. Anyone else? Anyone else watch Emily in Paris? Every season is sucking more and more. See, I was gonna watch it until I would see people online saying it wasn't good, and I was like, after a while, it's not good, and I don't feel like getting invested. It's a competition show. Oh yes, Traders. I'm excited about the new season. I can't wait till that comes out. I love Traders too. When it comes out, I'm gonna send y'all the links to Married at First Sight UK. Okay. I just want to know if you get engaged. No details needed. I just want to be happy for you in the moment. I probably won't say that. I'm gonna be real. I probably won't say that, but I'm probably not gonna say anything until I get married. Oh, you watch Big Brother. Who is your favorite? I know everybody loves Tucker. And I see the entertainment value in Tucker. I do think he shook things up. And things were getting a little boring and he shook things up or whatever. But he's getting on my nerves. And I know you asked me for my favorite, but Tucker is getting on my last nerves winning every single comp. That made me mad. But my favorite, I like T-Core, but I want T-Core to take control of her game. Like I want her to like make the hard decisions and do what's best for her game. I don't want her to go along with others. I want her to like step it up. I really can't wait for I'm mad that Brooklyn left. The reason why I liked Brooklyn, like she wasn't the most likable, but the reason why I liked her is because she stood on business. Like, and she was a good villain because when she threw out Tucker's clothes everywhere, now I'm like, you didn't have to touch T-Core stuff. But when she threw Tucker stuff everywhere, I was not mad. And she did her job of making him upset about it. And he's so petty. I feel bad that she's gone because I feel like she really was playing the game. It should have been Cam. Cam ain't doing nothing. Cam is literally wallpaper. I forget that Cam is there. Now I'm not somebody that really watch the live feeds too much, but sometimes if I want to put something on the background, I might put the feeds on. I remember I put the feeds on one time. Literally, everybody was talking. Cam is literally sitting here like this. I'm like, is Cam AI? Is he Ainsley's brother? Like, what? How do you just sit there and not move, not do or say anything? Like, you're not going to participate in any of the conversation, even when he was on the block. You're not going to try to defend yourself. At least Brooklyn, she did her last stand. Like, y'all gonna play this game for Tucker. Y'all are playing for second place. Y'all could use me as a shield if you keep me here. I feel like she gave a great last little speech, even though the plan was already in place. I feel like she gave a great last speech trying to, keep herself in the house. I want somebody like that in the house who's actually going to try to work against Tucker to get him out. But anyway, that's my little rant. I want to get into Big Brother, but it's too much. So many rules. I'm not going to lie. I've only seen 3 seasons of Big Brother. I saw the Cookout season 23, season 24, the Taylor one, and last season with Sari. And the only reason why I watched that one really was for Sari. And watching her on Big Brother. Well, no, I didn't only watch it for Sari. I heard that Sari was really good at Survivor. And Sari made me want to go watch Survivor. And that's how I got into Survivor, was because I like Sari. T-Core is annoying. I'm mad she voted out Cedric too. Because it just feels like, even though her and Chemo said they were doing that for their game, and yeah, I guess were at the bottom of the alliance, I just didn't see the point of blowing it up like that. But I hate when shows don't hold the main character accountable. That's what's happening on Emily in Paris. Cam is irrelevant, very much so. And Rubina all on. I'm like, and then she gonna have the nerve to say, well, I'm not playing this game for a man. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, honey. Like, a news flash. You're not going to do anything to go against what Tucker says. When you came to him and said, well, what if we save Cam? He did not even hear anything you had to say. He shut everything you said down. He does not care about your opinion. He cares about his game and his game only. And if you don't start worried about your own game, as soon as he catches any wind of what he might think is going against him, whatever you have with T-Core, and some of the other ones, he'll turn on you too. I feel like he'll flip on her fast. She might want to go ahead and team up with Chelsea and who should she see? She should get the girls together, and they need to get Tucker out as soon as they can. It's just a hard thing because he wins all the challenges. I mean the competition. All Cam cares about is Leah. I don't even know that much about him. That's something new. I didn't know he wanted Leah. I don't be watching the feeds like that. I'm a challenger though. I love the challenge. I feel like that's a very underrated competition show that not many people are into because it is kind of messy. But it has some good drama, good competitions, good competitors. I used to love Are You the One as well, but the challenge isn't the same. Who are these new people? Yeah. Ever since they added Josh, ever since they added Big Brother characters, the only Big Brother character I liked was Davon. And sometimes she got on my nerves. But I like her. I don't mind if they bring her back. But I can't. Oh, Josh, get on my nerves. Ugh. I cried when Cedric, y'all, when they eliminated Cedric, I knew Cedric was holding back tears because the way he was like, no, y'all, I'm good. His voice is getting louder and louder. No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna see y'all outside of here. You know, his head get the bobbing. Cedric be so animated, so his head be getting the bobbing. So when he was out there with Julie, his emotions, like, it was really starting to hit him and he could not hold it back. Like, he would laugh, but then he just face turning red and just crying. He really couldn't hold it back whenever they played his goodbye messages. I was like, not y'all took out Cedric. Not anybody but Cedric. Anybody with Cedric. I was so upset about that. Oh, Tucker has to go. He has to go. You did what you were supposed to do. You brought the drama to the show. It's time. I'm tired of him. Josh was annoying on Big Brother. I can't watch him on the chat. When I tell you, if he was anything like he is on the challenge, that's the biggest crybaby I've ever seen in my life. And then his voice does not help. The way, yeah. I'm glad CT is a changed man. Because CT, if CT from back in the day ran into Josh now, it would be lights out. Davon and Bear season, I was crying. I could feel her. No, oh my God, Bear, y'all know he in jail for revenge porn. Brooklyn was the only one not afraid of Tucker. I don't know how she lost that. That AI game confused me. Maybe I didn't listen to the directions well, but it seemed like it was just very difficult, especially if y'all are doing this live. Like, it was kind of difficult. I wanted her to win, and I didn't want Chelsea to go home. Do y'all think Chelsea would have went home if she went up against Cam on the block? Okay, CT would have. He would have played whack-a-mole with y'all. He's gotten into it with Josh, but you know, he got the CT that's reformed. Okay. Those who have been watching the challenge from the beginning, we know CT is a changed man because he would have that eye. CT with them curls was a different man. Okay, CT with a dad bod, he got too much to lose. CT back then, when he had, I'll never forget that season where he had Adam running for his life. And people were literally screaming to the top of their lungs, CT, stop. They were literally screaming like it was a horror movie. CT was running after this man, trying to take his life, like literally. He said his famous line, I'll smash his head and eat it. That man had a demon. I'm sorry. If you'll say something like that on TV, I'll smash his head and eat it. CT needed an exorcist back then. CT is my man. Okay. CT these days don't do it. Back then I had a crush on CT, but you know, dad by CT. What a dumb reason to go to jail. Exactly. It's stupid. He's so full of it, though. He was a narcissist. Y'all gonna be sister wives for CT. He's single. He's single now. I think he's divorced. I had a crush on CT from way back in the day. Me too. CT is the only one I remember. He's a veteran for. Oh yeah, CT. They currently, I don't know if y'all know, but they currently have the Challenge 40, and literally they have challengers from each era. So they have era 1, and that's like the first 10 seasons. This 10 to 20 is the second era, and so on. And so CT is from the first era. But I will say this about CT: he still be winning. Like, he wins individual competitions still. So he still ain't nothing to play with, even though he's one of the oldest people there. Nelson was also in. It's hard for me to talk about Nelson because I feel so bad for him that he lost his leg. I feel so bad for him, even though he was drunk and he had a DUI. I still feel so bad that he lost his leg. Man. He did used to get on my nerves real bad. Him, Corey, and what was the other one named Hunter? They used to get on my nerves because they were so dumb. Like, they had no strategy. I feel like if they were more strategic, they could have won, but it's just like all muscle, no brains. Is it just me, or is Nelson kind of cute? I don't know what it is. I never watched a challenge like that. He's cute, but he's just volatile. He's a hothead. Cara Mir, you got me speaking in gibberish. Cara Maria can go. Why do we want Cara Maria to go? She's one of the baddest to ever do it. He was so cute, but a bit annoying. Yeah, that's crazy what happened. Y'all, I just see his videos come across my timeline sometimes, and I'm just like, bless his heart, because he still has a good attitude. He's still like working out. He's still like active. A part of me feels like he's gonna come back to the challenge at some point. I don't think anybody that's been an amputee has been on the show or participated in the show, but I know an amputee competed on Survivor. I think a couple amputees did. They just have their prosthetic leg, and so I wonder, will they allow him to compete with that? Cara Maria is annoying. Okay, so who do you think is better, Cara Maria or Laurel? I'm gonna have to wrap this up in a second, but I do want to know your opinion. Jordan had a deformed hand and he won. Yeah, I respect Jordan. He get on my last nerve, but I respect his. Out of everybody's wins, I respect his the most because he's doing it with one hand. And he never uses his hand as an excuse, even though his hand really is at a disadvantage in some things, like when he had to go in an elimination and he had to kind of do like that rope pull with Josh, and he still beat Josh. That just goes to show how bad Josh is, by the way. Like, you can't even beat a man with one hand. Anyway, I'll keep Cara Maria over Laurel. Yeah, Laurel gets on my nerves. She gets on my nerves, and I do think she has big hater energy for Cara. Isn't Jordan and Tori divorced? Well, they weren't never married, but they are broken up. I'm glad. They get on my last nerve. Both of them too cocky to be in a relationship together. I'm surprised they lasted as long as they did. But yeah, I don't know. I don't talk about these kind of things because I'm like, my boyfriend always tells me I should be talking about the shows that I'm watching. But then in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, I don't know if anybody will watch them. And he was like, well, you know, you might bring in a new audience. Maybe your current audience might not like them, but a different audience. You can get a different audience from that. And I'm just like, you're right. And I was going to start reviewing this season of the challenge. This is, you know, it's the perfect one to do with it being the 40th season, but we'll see. All right, you guys, I think that's it. Let me just put on my lip gloss and I'll be done. Oh yeah, I need to do my setting spray. Listen to your boyfriend. I promise if you get into Married at First Sight UK, you're gonna pull that British crowd. Yeah, because I honestly I didn't think that I would get that many views from Love is Blind UK, and I did. So I just might. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. I missed the convo, so I'm gonna head back to the beginning. But y'all have a good night. Okay, yeah. Everybody have a good night. Shout out to everybody in here. I love our girl chats, and I do want to make it a weekly thing. I just probably need to just plan a specific day. I always say this every time, but I should, so we can have that time where we could just talk about whatever. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and I'm trying to see what's the difference between this one and the regular one. This is the regular one, and this is really good. It really does last all night. But this one says it has hyaluronic acid and watermelon fruit extract. So I don't know. I haven't used it. Like I haven't done a wear test to see if it works the same way as this one. But they sent it to me, and so I've been trying it here and there. I like the way it smells. and the way it melts in my makeup. Are you going to review the new Blind Date? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. That one just, it doesn't seem like it's going to interest me too much. And I don't want to be on here trashing anybody's content. And then, yeah, a few people in here even said it was boring. So I don't think I'm going to do it. I might go back and do an old Pop the Balloon. One of the ones that went viral or something like that. Maybe I'll do that if she's going to start this series now. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Y'all have a nice night, and I will see you in my next one. Peace.